What it do, ladies and gentlemen, what it do, it's your boy Corvito, and today I'm bringing you guys another Star Wars Battlefront gameplay. This time, I'm bringing you guys my favorite game mode to play by myself, Hero Hunt. It's so much fun to play. It's 8 people. One person's the hero, whether it be Luke, whether it be Solo, whether it be Leia, Vader, the Emperor, or Boba Fett. Anyways, there's one of those heroes, and it's the other 7 people try to kill that person to become the hero to end the game with the most kills. That's the objective. You got 15 minutes to get the most kills out of everybody, and at the end of the game, whoever has most kills gets first place. What you guys are witnessing here is my first Hero Hunt gameplay. So much I had no idea, so much excitement just jumping into this because I had no idea what to expect. It's one of those games where I was like, it could go terribly wrong for me. I could get stupid lucky and go do really well, but it seems to me that I got pretty stupid lucky and I did pretty well because I ended up winning this game. And I've actually, the first 2 Hero Hunt games I played, I won actually. I just finished playing one that I will probably upload a little bit, either later today or tomorrow. I'm not sure yet if I want to do another commentary today, but we'll find out. But anyways, so Hero Hunt, my main takeaways from this, if you guys are playing it, if you guys aren't playing it, you definitely should. This game mode is a lot of fun. It's very hard to not have a chance to be a hero in this game mode. I think in this one I was a hero 3 times, I believe. Anyways, but it was 3 or 2 times, I'm not sure. But anyways, it's almost impossible not to be. You could just wait till the hero has 10 health and then shoot him a couple times and just snipe yourself a hero kill, and then you become a hero and you can go on a rampage. It's really easy to. I know there are people that complain about that. Those are usually people who are I just put 40. I took away 40 of the hero's health, and somebody else came off and picked them off and took it. I know people complain about that, and I mean, rightfully so. If you damage a guy for the most part, and then someone comes in and steals the kill, that's kind of shitty. But I mean, at the same time, you got to realize it's they're the one that killed them. If you wanted to kill them, you should have killed them. But the start card loadout, I'm loving right now. Like I said, if you're Imperials, I don't know if I said this before, but when I'm Imperials, I love using the homing rocket and the pulse cannon because one, the homing rocket locks onto people, so it does crazy amount of damage, and 2, the pulse cannon, like I've mentioned in many videos before, is a great long-range sniper video. So this is my first time playing as Leia. I had no idea what to expect. I didn't know what the abilities for her were specifically, other than the bubble shield or the blaster shield that she pops up. What I didn't realize until later on was that you can still pull out those honor guards with her, which is really cool. As you can see here, I kind of decided to camp in the tunnel here, and I tried to beat this guy down, but it didn't really work, and I ended up losing a lot of health from trying to do that. I wouldn't suggest camping in this bubble or this blast shield because you'll just have what happened to me. People come in on both sides, and you see I kind of get screwed there trying to get out of there, realizing it's a little bit too hectic in there and trying to get out, but yeah, I wouldn't suggest doing that because like I said, the stormtroopers or the rebels will come in from both sides and try and get you, and you usually just get swarmed and attacked from both sides. Not really the best idea to camp in there, just so you know, because I had to learn that the hard way. I did that again in another Hero Hunt gameplay where I camped in there for a while and thought maybe it'd be different. It's not. You'll still get messed up if you just sit in there. So what I've learned though from this the Hero Hunt thing is Han Solo is really not that bad in this game. What I would wish he had though was a blocking mechanic, because he does I mean, I know he's not a Jedi or anything like that, but you know, Leia's got the shield. It's Han's got either a one-shot kill perk. He's got the shoulder charge, or he's got the super blast. I think it's charges his weapon so it can shoot more frequently or something like that. I'm not quite sure what it is, but it's with him, you spend a lot of your time running. I mean, he does damage. He kills people pretty easily, but you do have to be careful of where you are and where your enemies are with solo, because his health is so low. See what I did there? But yeah, obviously the most powerful when it comes to heroes is obviously, in my opinion, is Luke and Vader. Just because they can obviously deflect bullets, they can force push or force choke, and then they can do their heavy attack. But I haven't actually played as any of the villains yet in Hero Hunt. I've only played as the heroes in Hero Hunt, actually. So I'll be looking forward to trying that and seeing if Palpatine's any good, because I haven't played as Palpatine yet. And I didn't really get a chance to play a lot as Boba Fett. Like, when I did play as Boba Fett, he was like, I was maybe Boba Fett for like, I don't know, I want to say 2 minutes. Like, I mean, maybe not even 2 minutes. That seems like a long time. It was like 30 seconds, I think. I like died pretty quickly when I was Boba Fett. I didn't really know what to do. As you can see here, though, that homing rocket, like, the Princess Leia, whoever's playing as Princess Leia, had no idea it was up there, and I just got plus 50 for points on doing hero damage, and that's awesome, because that homing rocket, you can be so far away, lock onto someone, shoot it, and then end up killing them. And as you can see here, this T-21, I'm telling you guys, if you get on with this thing, it just is so awesome with the amount of damage it does. It's by far my favorite weapon I've used so far. If you guys have any weapons that you think I need to try out, just let me know. Because, you know, once I get set in something, I usually stick to it. Hey, you see, I kill Leia. I get myself another achievement. You know, a little taunt there when I say, come on, guys, you can do better. And now I go as Luke. And I believe this is where the game starts to get away for the other team, and I just take away. I just go off here. Because I realize, I'm like, Luke can't be out in the open, because if he's out in the open, he's going to get shot by a lot of people, and he can only really deflect bullets that are coming from one way, right? So I'm like, okay, I gotta stay down low, so like people can't like, even if they are up high, they're not gonna be able to shoot at me because of those drapes that are hanging over the edges. So I'm like, okay, maybe I'll go in the tunnels, you know, because there's only 2 ways to come from. But once again, I'm like, nah, that's not smart, because like, you're gonna get double-sided, and you don't want that. So I'm just like, right here, I'm like, okay, gotta get under cover somehow after I take this guy out, because he thinks he can take on Luke Skywalker 1v1. That's just a mistake. I don't know how I missed that guy on the heavy attack there. Like, I did 360 like around him somehow. It was a little ridiculous. Oh well. But yeah, Luke Skywalker, definitely my favorite to use right now, because I've used him so much. Like, I haven't really used Vader enough. And the one thing I wish Luke had that Vader has, like, if you gave Luke that lightsaber throwing ability that Vader has, I think Luke would be unbeatable, to be honest, because he just goes like I mean, just with the fact that he can, like, he's so quick, he can jump high, like, he's so much faster than Vader is, which is rightfully so. Like, Vader is, like, in the movies, like, he was always slower than Luke, and that was obvious because he was older, and two, like, he's mainly a robot. But the balancing issue, obviously, if Luke was able to throw his lightsaber, he'd be a little bit OP, because he could throw his lightsaber from far away while still being able to run fast and get away. So I understand why it's not actually in the game. But so this map here is another thing I want to talk about. The map, it's pretty good. It's like, the maps in the game actually are pretty well designed, in my opinion. I think they're they aren't too it's not like everything's clustered, or everyone, like, runs to one spot, or there's only one spot to be. Like, everywhere in this map everywhere in each map there's a good spot to be, and there's a good spot to like, not hide, but there's a good spot to, like, you know, run away from danger. There's always escape routes and new routes to run and stuff like that, which I like. I like, because it's like, you don't have to stay in this. Like, I know in a lot of, like, say for Call of Duty example, it's like the middle of the map is the dead zone. Like, you go in there, you're gonna get shot from a million places. You can run up the left side or the right side, and then, like, that's it. There's 3 lanes. With this, there's more than 3 lanes. However, it's not like it's it's not like it's hectic and it takes forever to find somebody. It can, don't get me wrong, it can when you're playing Walker Assault. Like, Walker Assault is definitely the game mode I notice where I won't see someone for the longest period of time. But, like, when I say that, it's like 10, 15, 20 seconds maybe where I don't see somebody. And in gaming standards, that's a long time, but when you really think about it, it's really not. So, that's not really an issue in my eyes. I don't see it that bad, but, you know, some people are going to see it like that. Anyways, like I said, playing on these maps have been great. They've been fun. Like, well designed, like I've stated before many times. The look at them, like the aesthetics, like just look at the like cliffside right here. It's like so amazing. And there was one thing I wish I was able to do. As you see me take out Leo with that beautiful thermal imploder grenade toss and then kill it, finishing off with the T-21. And Luke again. Watch out, game. Beast mode's in town. Anyways, but just I just wish I had the capability to upload in 1080p. Unfortunately, my laptop doesn't allow me to record in 1080p with my Elgato. So, I mean, it's just going to be 720. I know there is a difference, because trust me, I've noticed it, but it's not like it's a crazy difference. The whole point of this, though, is just the fact that the game just looks so freaking nice. Like, I couldn't believe when I first played it and plugged it in. I do play on Xbox, so if any of you play on PS4 or PC, I'm sure you're, like, if you play on PC, I'd understand you saying the game looks a lot better than it does on the Xbox. But if you play on the PlayStation, technically it looks better, but I don't know if you could actually notice the difference. People that say that they can, I don't know if I believe them necessarily, but hey, who am I to say what people see and what people don't see? I don't see through their eyes, right? Anyway, the game is just beautiful. I've had nothing really like awful to say about this game. Yeah, as you can see, this Skywalker turn was not as good as my last one, unfortunately. But yeah, so like, still nothing really bad to say about this game. It's been a lot of fun. I'm just curious. I don't know if EA has said anything about their season pass or the DLC. I mean, the game's been out for 2 days, so obviously it's a little early to be talking about DLC, but I'm just curious if what you guys are really interested in seeing in future DLC and in the season pass, because I know there's obviously the movie comes out in December, and then we're only like a month away from that now, a little less than a month actually, and I'm sure they're gonna bring in like the main characters like Finn, Rey, Kylo Ren, maybe Supreme Leader Snoke. You know, I mean, those are the ones I would think they would bring in. I mean, they seem kind of like obvious choices, but you never know. But I know one thing for sure, like people, if you're gonna mention like Darth Maul or like Count Dooku or anything like that, or Darth Sidious, those are not Darth Sidious, but General Grievous, sorry. Those guys aren't going to be in it. They're going from 4, 5, and 6. The Clone Wars, according to this game, don't happen. So, I mean, well, technically they happen, but I mean, they're not a part of this gameplay story. So, those guys will not be in it. Unfortunately, because I really wish Darth Maul would have been in it. I feel like he had probably he was like one of the coolest bad guys that the Sith had ever had. Like, to be honest, like, he, in my opinion, he would have rivaled Darth Vader. Just hold on with me here, in the sense that he seemed just as powerful. Like, I mean, honestly, if you watched episode 1, he kicked the shit out of Qui-Gon, and he pretty much destroyed Obi-Wan. Like, it wasn't like he barely got away. I mean, Obi-Wan did get obviously kill him, but I mean, he was one of the most badass guys, and he had like one word of dialogue. He was like, "At last we will reveal ourselves. At last we will have our revenge." Like, and that was like in the first like 30 seconds of the movie or something like that. And it's just like, that's all he says the whole movie. It's like, you have so much you could have done with him. And I mean, obviously there's a lot wrong with the prequels. Don't get me started on that. But and when I say that, there was a lot wrong, but I enjoyed the movies themselves. But enough about that. The game's coming to a close here, as you guys can see. As always, it's been your boy Corvito. If you liked the video, drop a like on it. If you're new around here, hit subscribe. I'll catch you guys on the next one. Deuces.